So that's it. It is all over. And so they have the outcome they desire. A dose of reality and quality. Welcome one and all, we have perfect blue skies and quite a contest ahead of us. This really is a feel-good football match. My name's Peter Drury and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks Peter, there's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium and I've been hit by it too.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well-suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
There's the whistle. And it's Messi. Goodmanson. Now Ampadu. And it's Longstaff. Bogle. Aronson. Can he get it through? Delivered in. Bogle gets flagged offside. Davids. It's Perez. Puyol. And it's Rivaldo. Gerrard. Out to the right. Now it's Beckham. Played out towards the right wing. And it's Gerrard. Now it's Batistuta. Now it's Perez. Aronson. Rodon. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Tries to play it through. It has been a rather gentle affair so far. What a throw in. Maldini. Gerrard. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Aronson, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nicely weighted ball, chance for a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Goodmanson. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. Ampadu. Arsenal do keep hitting the wings early and often here. That's clearly their main supply route, Jim.
Yeah, and the whole team know it too, Peter. As soon as someone has it wide, the rest of them attack the box. The more targets you have in there, the better your chances.
Simple but effective.
Exactly.
Now it's Aronson. Opts for safety. And that's too far for anyone. Maldini. Gerrard. Now Davids. And it's Puyol. And it's Perez. Can he get onto this? Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Ampadu. Spread it left. And nicely intercepted. Rivaldo. Now it's Batistuta. Messi, he's had a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead!
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
After 26 minutes is number 10, Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi! Lionel Messi!
So we have the first goal.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Bogle has it out wide and in space. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Davids, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good-looking ball. He's shifting through the gears here. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Now it's Messi. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Nemecha, and the shot! here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Davids. Aronson. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him. That's just playing it safe and simple.
And he's forced to go back. Arsenal are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. Beckham. Some front-footed pressing going on here. Adams. And it's Beckham. It's a goal kick. Goodmanson. Okafor. Good play on the left-hand side here. Adams. That's Gerrard. Messi. Played out to the right. And a chance!
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's off target and by quite a way.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Bogle. Longstaff. There's the whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. So your views on the first half?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Arsenal can be fairly satisfied then. It's so far so good for them, and it's 1-0 at the break.
And please welcome our lads to the field.
And we're off again.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Maldini. And it's Puyol. To Gerrard. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Bogle. And it's Aronson. And it's Ampadu. Over to the left. Wriggles his way through.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a...
And he shoots! Really well taken goal. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Number 14.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
And here's Batistuta. Threads one in. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Boom! There we go. And it couldn't be much better. He was born for the glory he's just managed. The apple on top of the tree.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
Lionel Messi.
Arsenal take the lead. Goodmanson. Now that looks a decent ball. Well read, nice interception. Longstaff. And that pass just didn't quite work. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look. Aronson.
Such good technique.
Tries to pass it through. That's good play. Beckham. Adams. Beckham. Davids. And Rivaldo. Beckham. And it's Rivaldo. Beckham. Well-timed, excellent interception. Ampadu.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Longstaff. Numecha has found the net here, of course. Rivaldo. Adams. And it's Beckham. Rivaldo. That's Maldini. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, that's...
Longstaff! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Numecha! Harmlessly behind. Beckham. Gerrard. Adams. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Beckham. Rivaldo. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Played out wide. Arsenal needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Longstaff. Now that's well seen too. Messi. Spread out to the left. Leading by just one goal and still some defending to do. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Deep cross. He rises! And that would have been game, set and match.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
substitutions taking place.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Goodmanson. Arsenal close now to seeing this one through to the end. And it's Bogle. Some good work on the right flank here.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here. They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Bogle. Foot in.
2 minutes has been indicated.
Time added on will be 2 minutes. Calvert-Lewin. Now it's Okafor. That's tight. Shot, surely! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, such a fabulous...
And there goes the final whistle. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning. Messi picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the manager still looks as if he has a thing or two to be said, but I think inside he's got to be very, very happy. It's a result business after all, and you can't ask for more on that front. He might already be thinking ahead now.
So that's it from us. Many thanks go to Jim Beglin, and goodbye from us. Well, the rain has put a bit of a dampener on proceedings here, but this intriguing matchup should improve everybody's mood. Both teams will be looking to give their sodden supporters something to cheer about. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
And this is now today's lineup.
Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Henderson.
Well, Peter, I've always liked this guy, Jordan Henderson. Someone who has had unrealistic expectations to live up to, but his athleticism, his improved passing, The fact that he's become more adventurous has definitely made him a much better player, and all underpinned by a great desire and real commitment.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And we're underway. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs and legs of the team.
And it's Messi. Aimed beyond the defence. He's in a great position here. And this is Batistuta. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Jordan Henderson, and it's Henderson, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Davids. Now, what about a counter-attack? Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And he's forced to go back. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Davids to Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Played in by Perez. And he's there to clear it.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
It's come to nothing. Gerrard, a player who needs no introduction. Nicely shaped ball, and he's picked it up out wide. Just eases him off the ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Has a look and plays it forward. Messi! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Beckham goes short. Well, they want another corner, and it looks as though they're going to get it. That has been knocked clear. Well read, and the danger is averted. And now they can spring out of defence.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top. finish! And that is wildly off target.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Almost half an hour in now.
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Batistuta. Played out towards the right wing. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's been caught napping. Delivered across. He gets big. That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, you see what a difference it makes to have so many runners into the box. Makes life so much harder for that defence.
Maldini. Puyol. And there's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And no, he's seen through all of that. Davids out-muscles him. Messi. And the shot! He is desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Arsenal really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Pinches it off him. Maldini. And it's Puyol. Now Davids. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's played through for him. It's a promising position. Hangs one in. Point-blank header! And the header is disappointing in the end.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Knocks it into space, and he's picked it up out wide. Tries to play it through. It's a promising position. And we hit half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So, both teams still stuck on the starting blocks here. 0-0 at the break.
Far. Which way will things go in the second half? Ours, of course. And there they are. Please welcome our players, everyone.
And we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Maldini gathers from the goal kick. Perez. Davids. And he's had it nicked away. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Plays a sharp little ball here. And it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. And this is Gerrard. And that is out and behind. It's a good block. difficult read. And now a sudden chance to counter. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Ouattara. Well seen, saw that coming. Davids being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he's been dropping into space and spraying balls all over the pitch, so enough seems enough now.
He's in plenty of space here. Now this could be a chance. Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Cleared away. Arsenal are looking to go forward now.
The attendance for
It
this
is
match
still
was
anyone's game, 0-0.
29,950.
Distributed tidily. The less said about that pass, the better. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Rivaldo, nicely aimed pass. Over to the left.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Maldini attempts a clearance. Now the ball in. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Beckham. Gerrard. Adams. And it's Rivaldo. Gerrard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace.
He's picked his way through. And he was alert to it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's had it taken off him. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Davids wins the duel this time. We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Substitutions taking
Well, there's
place.
no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Can he spark a counter here? That's a sharp pass. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he thumps it clear.
Well, they've got one eye on the clock, but the balancing act is very fine at this stage. Go for it, and it could backfire. Sit back, and it may be at a price.
Now it's Ouattara. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Messi receives it in a wide position. So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Coming on to replace him is number 23.
Roberto Carlos, and he's managed to get free. Another throw-in. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Jensen tries to pass it through. He's through here. Oh, that's fabulous. Watan goes for a shot. Oh, what about that? Save the best for last. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So the first goal of the game. Perez. Now
There will be
Davids.
3 minutes added time.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Cross goes in there. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that has been cleared. That's that, the end. Arsenal come up short. They will be taking nothing away from this one, an outcome which is thoroughly disappointing on all counts. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Arsenal could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
Well, that's it for today. Thank you, Jim, and goodbye.
There you have it, a fine win for our boys. This is just what we like to see.
A warm welcome to you all on this rainy afternoon to what we hope will be an enthralling encounter. They may be a little soggy, but the supporters are in good voice, and you can tell just how much this matters to them. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
And so a wonderful view of this most hallowed turf. A truly special feeling, no matter who is playing at Wembley. Wembley Stadium, connected by EE.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
Swings in across. Throw it. Now it's Kluivert. Kluivert stood his ground strongly. Truffert could try cutting inside here. Truffert is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Messi is onto this.
Well, there was a time when broken metatarsals became an integral part of the story surrounding England's bid to conquer the world, and this man suffered that fate back in 2002, and it was a major national trauma at the time.
It was, but such was the presence and influence of David Beckham because of what he did in qualifying for the tournament too, Peter. Captain, talisman, and I'm sure the whole country breathed a sigh of relief when he made the squad.
And without him, we wouldn't have had that dramatic Argentina game.
Yeah, and I guess it was appropriate that it was he who led England through to the knockout stages too.
Some good work on the right flank here. Perez. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Smith. Tavernier.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Adams. That's going up front in a hurry. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Out towards the flank. And it's played in. And it's hoisted clear. Arsenal do keep hitting the wings early and often here. That's clearly their main supply route, Jim.
Yeah, and the whole team know it too, Peter. As soon as someone has it wide, the rest of them attack the box. The more targets you have in there, the better your chances.
Simple but effective.
Exactly.
Threads one in. Beckham receives it in a wide position. Cleared away. Tavernier. And it's Adams. And Senesi. Adams. Turns back here, probably the best option. Perez. Oh, this is a terrific run. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. An instinctive delivery. Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Smith. Kluivert. Truffert. Kluivert picks it up out wide. In towards the backs. Oh, smashing header! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Evan Nielsen is offering a wry smile there.
Davids. And it's Rivaldo. Tries to thread one through. Beckham providing an outlet on... Up he goes!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Semenyo. Scott. Bournemouth finding their passes. Messi. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Semenyo, Scott. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And it's Kluivert. And that was asking just too much of him. Perez. And Rivaldo. Messi, looking for option. That is Stuta! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Can he get it through? It's out for a goal kick. That has ended up in no man's land. Tavernier. And it's half-time here. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Arsenal really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
Everyone, please.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action. Here we go again then.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Kluivert. And it's Smith. Smith. Now Semenyo. Smith. And it's Kluivert. Here's Adams. Davids. Puyol. And it's Perez. This is good pressing, they're not short on bodies. Scott, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And it's Truffert. And here's Tavernier. Kluivert. Nicely shaped ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Smith. Well, into the second half, and it's still goalless. Adams. Tavernier in acres of space out wide. And he's there to belt it away. And he skips past his man, and he whips it in. That's a decent clearance. Davids. Very few chances to talk of, Jim. Defences, it seems, on top here.
Yes, 0-0 and little promise of a goal due to the shot-shy nature of this contest, but I'm not giving up on it. There's plenty energy on the pitch, not to give up hope just yet.
And it's Truffert. Now it's Evan-Nielsen. Now it's Scott. Davids kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Messi is herring after that one. Arsenal ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. And that has left him in a heap. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. That's a cute ball. No luck with that dink over the top. Perez. Arsenal looking to pass their way through. Priol looking to run onto it. Adams for Kluivert. And it's made its way to him. He's found a way through. Tavernier. Shot a goal! He scored! And that could well be the winner!
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
74 minutes.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Bournemouth have fired themselves in front.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Semenyo gets a foot in here.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Scott, it's a really well-measured ball. Plays the return pass. And he's forced to go back. Messi. Davids. Perez will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Under an awful lot of pressure. Good ball, good take. Now it's Tavernier. Now it's Christie. That's a sharp pass. Now it's Evan Nielsen. Over to the left. Christie receives it in a good position here.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Christie. Adams. Bournemouth clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No, it's come to nothing. Semenyo. And time is up. Well, you can hear the analysis starting already, the intricate details and nuances being debated, and they will...